The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38. Glennon. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and this is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal as the offense looks to try. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, Osweiler. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Back line it up, Philly. Here we go. We got 3, fellas. Let's go. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
3rd down now following the run.
Here we go now. Blue, land it. Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
All right, here we go.
Now Osweiler on second down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
All right, here we go.
On second down, Osweiler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to work. And he's brought down after a good gain. That good for 22 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job. but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. Third down here. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. What's the run? They're running it. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Check it out, please. Over. Hey.
Third and long. It's Osweiler. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. Pretty moved. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. Going deep here for Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's second down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So second and 10 here.
Back to the Philly. Here we go. Now let's go.
Now Glennon. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't. Up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Second down here after the incomplete pass. On the counter, here's Gordon. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Defense has to stand tall here, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a handoff looking right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Osweiler. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The punter lock out there now as he sends it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Charles Harris coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 96 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Miami after this. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing again, Osweiler. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down and leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he'll let it go. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 36 yards. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Charles Harris, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Now back to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon as the first half is winding down. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Gun.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Stone. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Osweiler on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Forced out to his left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Let's go. 319.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now.
Here's Osweiler to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball. Sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Being chased out left. He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go. Gun!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight.
Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Now he's forced out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot. And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now third down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
On third down, Osweiler. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Corey Legion in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Jeff Locke now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are, so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
No, check, Patriot! No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now let's go! Green, 39!
From the gun on 3rd down, Osweiler. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
No, check, Patriot!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamar Taylor.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Now let's go. Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
No. Check. Patriot. Over. Green, 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 36 yards. They'll look to throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Dolphins on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Gets around him, and he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly at the 47-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On third down. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Now let's go. Detroit. Here we go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now Gordon on first down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Back to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this